the fucking jack. Fucking turkeys. Oh, and those oh, I forgot about those assholes.
Alright, everybody. This is a special edition of Three Dudes and Their Submissives. Turkey Fest Day super thing. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Your intros are always so fucking awkward. Also, yay, Turkey Day!
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It is midnight. That means it is officially Thanksgiving. So if you're not in your kitchen making a turkey, or maybe you are, this is Three Dudes and Their Submissive Thanksgiving special. As always, in the fucking Marsha Brady position, it is I, OJ, Millennial Mastermind. In the Greg Brady, we've got Drawl. In the fucking Cindy Brady, we have, again, from last fucking weekend show, Free Kill. Say hi, Free Kill.
Hi.
And
Hey.
today, as a special guest, we have our good friend Eric. He is in the Bobby Brady position. Say hello, Eric.
What's up?
So, Eric, what brings you to join us today?
I was just trying to play Risk of Rain earlier, and then I somehow ended up here.
There we go.
Yeah, that'll
It's
happen.
like an endless fire. Yeah.
I would just like to say that the very first comment on the stream is, it's 11 p.m. here, you fuck.
You're welcome, asshole. Sorry, Eastern Standard Time, cultural relativism. Swag out. Swag in.
I would like to take a moment to give thanks for all of the wonderful things in our lives, such as the internet and video games.
Eric, do you have anything that you're thankful for?
I'm thankful for bad bitches.
Alright, what about you, Drawl? What are you thankful for?
Everything and nothing.
Dragon wants to give thanks to porn.
Alrighty.
Wow.
Thanks to porn.
Thank you, Dragon. I am
Alrighty.
thankful for white chocolate, which is not actually chocolate, but like fucking oil and trans fat, and bourbon, because I'm fucking wasted.
Alright, you
It's
found
good
an
night.
awesome picture for me yet again. I'm thankful for that.
It's from Lucky Star.
You know you gotta you gotta love our little turkey friend there. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be playing Dungeon Defenders, and we're actually going to be playing the Dungeon Defenders Thanksgiving Turkey Day DLC.
I cut off.
So let's go ahead and get into that.
Let there be turkeys.
Turn off your
Alright,
clicky
Elliot.
mute thing, because it's clicky muting you.
Well, this is
Just
gonna
want
be
some
awkward.
Thanksgiving turkeys, baby.
Alright, where the hell is it?
President's Day.
Awesome.
We're not playing President's Day.
I know we're not playing President's Day. Where the hell is it? Riddle, no. I have to find it. This list of DLC for this game is insanely long.
I'm going to go ahead and say this now. If we manage to get 10 viewers,
There it is.
unique viewers, other than the people that are actually on the show during the stream, I will be giving away a game by the end of today's episode.
Ooh.
Are we doing Nightmare, Insane? What are we doing?
Of course, Blood of All Saints is here.
Let's not go.
Yeah.
Let's not do something too crazy. let's stick to
Hard.
hard for now. And if it's too
Hard,
easy,
alright.
we'll do it again. You know, we're probably gonna have to do it a couple times.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with turkey murder when they're digital turkeys.
Hey Dragon,
Alright.
if you want to be qualified for the giveaway, you should hop on over to DrawlXX's channel, if you're not already there.
Give all the mana to the summoner, I think, and make summoner
We don't.
make archers.
Can you even build stuff in this?
Can you stop muting yourself? What?
Do what?
Nice.
Can you even?
All summoner. but
Yeah, you can spawn stuff in this map. You just get a very limited amount.
it's a very small amount. Everybody should take a room. Summoners should just spawn a shitload of archers.
You gotta stay on the move because those dudes will chase you.
I completely
Yeah,
forgot
alright,
how to play this game.
Everybody chase the turkeys into the middle. Someone camp the middle. All you gotta do is kill turkeys.
I'll
That's
chase
the
'cause
game
I'm really
mode.
speedy.
Alright, we got 3 minutes and 36 seconds to kill a shitload of
Well, I
turkeys.
do over 100,000 damage to these turkeys, so hard mode is going to be fine.
If you can catch them all. One turkey alive means we will not win.
I should
exactly.
I should have fucking I should have played my fast character. Why did I play this guy?
I told you.
Shut up!
I was talking about this like an hour at it.
Shut the fuck. Shut up.
Shut
Oh, I
up.
killed the crazy chasing people.
What I
too.
tell
Yeah,
you
hard
about
split.
speaking when I
Jeez.
didn't tell you you could talk.
Shut your mouth or I'll stick my dick
Sorry,
in it.
I am the submissive. I apologize.
Actually, you're not.
Well, technically,
Technically,
it's just-
Eric's the bitch.
Oh, really?
Dude.
Eric's the super
I
special
thought the
bitch.
person
yes.
without the camera was
Oh,
always the
Jesus,
bitch.
I'm dead, I
Not
think.
Eric gets to gobble my turkey.
No?
Gobble gobble, bitch. Gobble gobble.
Do you mean turkey? Do you mean actual turkey, or do you mean your cock? Because if you mean your cock,
No,
that's-
I definitely mean my cock. He's gonna gobble it. He has a very pretty mouth.
I just thought that being the anime picture automatically made me the submissive every time.
I got an all-you-can-eat buffet, big boy.
Yeah, about that.
Even can even put a little gravy on it.
No,
I
he
like
makes his own
gravy.
gravy.
Oh, I get that. That's a sex joke.
Shit. I do like find somewhere that I'm not getting anally pulverized to summon stuff.
What's that?
Try to like float
That's
out
pretty
on top
clear.
of the pillars
Yeah.
so they can't get to you.
Anally pulverized, you say?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. It
Or I
sounds
can
pretty
just follow you
direct.
around and keep them off you or something. How many do I have left? 80?
Not that many, but this is only round one.
That's true.
Can you change characters at all?
No.
Uh,
I mean, we can restart when we fail and change characters then.
oh my god, it's so
So-
slow.
So, guys, what are your weird Thanksgiving traditions? Like, does your dad fuck your mom in a turkey thong, or what kind of weird shit goes down on your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgivings are really freaking traditional. Nothing special.
Yeah,
Lunch,
same
Well,
not
except
your
this
own
one where
dessert.
I'm not actually having a Thanksgiving dinner because I just moved out.
We're all back in here.
This is a weird one because my mom's other son is getting a divorce, but no one's supposed to know, but everyone knows because it's a family secret. You know, everyone knows the family secrets. So
Right.
that's
Turkey in the
kind of
middle.
weird. And my uncle, who used to be an exorcist, is coming to dinner with his live-in girlfriend, who also believes he's a faith healer. So I'm going to talk a lot of religion this year at turkey dinner.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Well, you know.
Speaking of having only one left, oh no, we got it.
Well,
Anyway,
I don't really think my family has any weird traditions.
hi, Skelly Manelli.
I mean, about the weirdest thing I can think of is, I mean, it's not really a tradition, but it just kind of happened, and every year it just kind of gets brought up. I think that was the year before my dad died. We had Thanksgiving, and we sat down at the table, and we had a dog, a Cocker Spaniel, and my brother, he had been at college previously. He sat down at the table, and he was doing grace, and at the end he said, "And Spot, stop sniffing my balls." So now every time we're saying grace, and you get this Spot, stop sniffing my balls. We don't even have the dog
I
anymore.
like that.
Spot, stop sniffing my balls.
My uncle always says grace, the non-exorcist uncle, and he always says, "May the journey from the plate to the mouth be a successful one. In Jesus' name we ask, amen." Which I always thought was
That's
pretty
pretty
fun.
awesome. Yeah, I like that.
Bible Squad,
But some,
it's gonna happen one day.
oh yeah, have you guys heard about the game we're gonna make? It's called Bible Squad.
What's
It's
it
a
about?
four-player co-op game where you play as a group of Jehovah's Witnesses who are out to assassinate the Pope.
That sounds amazing.
And
I
the
think so,
the opening level of the game is like a breach in like Call of Duty, but it's Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on doors.
Yeah, and there's also a hell level where you go to hell, and you exterminate everybody,
And
you kill Satan.
the
You kill Satan in hell before you kill the Pope.
the first pope, the first time you see the pope, he's he stands up and he has 3 altar boys naked.
Oh yeah, there's an altar boy rape scene in this game. It's part of the artistic integrity. We're going very gritty with Bible Squad. Just want everyone to know we're not fucking around.
I like it. I like the style.
You going to your grandma's, or so? Does your grandma do anything weird? Is she like senile? Does she? I don't know. Does she like try and cook the dog or something?
Are you getting Steve Bloom to voice the Pope?
We're gonna get
That's a pretty
Nolan
good
North,
idea.
and he's gonna voice the Pope in the Deadpool voice.
Oh,
Steve Bloom can do a voice of the male player character.
Steve Bloom is also gonna play the Devil. That's gonna be his secondary role.
Who you are allied with at some point. Just to
Yeah, the Devil's gonna team up with you to take out the Pope, because even the Devil hates the Pope. It's a serious rivalry. But anyway, guys, just thought you guys would find this one interesting.
one more turkey.
this is
No,
an
no, we
excessive
need-
amount of delicious turkey.
the turkey.
Obama
All the
pardons
turkeys.
2 turkeys from FoxNews.com, but history warns their days may be numbered.
Wait, what?
Who gives a
President-
fuck?
President Obama on Wednesday continued a decades-long tradition of pardoning 2 Thanksgiving turkeys. But if history repeats itself, the government gobblers might want to watch their step. Pardoned turkeys, while treated to Lux life as part of the annual tradition, historically have the unusual habit of dying soon after their time in the spotlight. So, again, we're, I don't know, $18 trillion in debt, and Obama is continuing a stupid tradition of wasting time, quote, pardoning turkeys, where they bring turkeys into the Oval Office and pardon them.
No, I think it's actually a really, really meaningful moment in our country, and without
Pardon
it,
turkeys, huh?
I don't think our moral integrity would be what it is.
Of course not.
Moral integrity.
Yeah, pardon
I
the
just-
turkeys.
Like, I mean,
'Cause
really,
they're slaughtering 1 million turkeys, but these 2 live, so that's all good. Let's
It's a
spend
ju-
some money on this shit.
It's a gesture of faith.
to who?
Yeah,
To
to
the
the turkeys.
King,
To the Turkey King. Yeah, the Turkey King is very pleased.
who
We're gonna
happens to be
fail.
the end boss of this challenge.
The Turkey King's kind of fucking scary. Not gonna lie. He's kind of an asshole. Turkey King can take a
We
shit.
better
like
hurry
that.
up. We only have 10 more. And we have 30 seconds.
Damn
Where
turkey.
could they be?
God damn
Where
it!
could they be?
Yeah, the summoner
Good
class was
shift.
a terrible mistake.
It's a fun class to
How do
play.
you get up there?
It's 3 turkeys. They're all good.
Nice.
Oh, we're cutting it close, man.
What else? What else is on the news today?
I like the turkey story. It's very meaningful.
Sony PlayStation 4 from USA Today has Black Friday advantage. Headed into the heart of the holiday shopping season, Sony appears to have a lead with PlayStation 4 on more wish lists than Microsoft's Xbox One's, a new Nielsen survey suggests. Oh, I feel like we talk about this every goddamn week, but...
Well,
new
it's big
consoles.
news.
Yeah.
New consoles.
What do you guys think? The new consoles. Anyone dying to go out and get one?
Absolutely not.
Like, yes, I mean, I really think I like the consoles. I think the consoles are great.
Why?
Console exclusive
Oh.
games.
Oh, well, so you don't think the consoles are great. You think
Yeah, I
Contracts
mean,
are
I guess you're right. I don't really give a shit about the console so much as I do the exclusive games on the console.
See, you're falling into the trap of what happened between Laserdisc and DVD like fucking 10 years ago.
Wait,
Oh, well, this is only out on Laserdisc, therefore I want to get Laserdisc, and that
People
didn't
actually
work out
use
well
those?
for anyone. Yeah, a lot of people did, because there's exclusive content.
sorry.
There's exclusive Star Wars releases, and I don't know what else came out on Laserdisc. There's exclusive shit, and that was their main selling point. now it's like, well, that's just fucking silly. Or HD DVD was the same fucking game, and that fell to the wayside.
Yeah, I did do that.
But the only difference is now
It's like now it's
oh,
then
you're
Blu-ray came
fucked.
out like a year, like the same year as HD DVD, and it's like, well, who gives a fuck about HD DVD now?
Who gives a shit about Blu-ray? They're already talking about the next thing. Blu-ray fucking is a blip in the history of shit.
I'm just really hoping that the fact that the stuff is following PC formats now means that the exclusivity stuff will be even less of an issue.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that, like, you know how a lot of games, they were like, oh, we'll be exclusive for 6 months, and then they came out for PC anyway? I hope that becomes more and more and more of a thing.
Well, it depends who signs
I
the
think
contract.
it'll happen with a lot of Xbox games because they're really trying to force the issue with Windows 8 as well.
Yeah.
Well, no one's gonna make Windows 8
And
exclusive
there-
games.
there's-
I would just be murdering your IP.
They've already there's
They
already
already did.
people who said they don't want to touch Windows 8, and so now they're doing Windows 8.1, and so now they're all they're trying to get games that are only going to be released on Windows 8 and Xbox. So
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
they also said they're no longer going to be developing DirectX. So
Developing what?
DirectX,
Really?
Yep.
What's the replacement for DirectX?
OpenGL. I think that's the only other thing I
Really?
know of. I don't know.
No, see, AMD is creating their own now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's
That's like,
NVIDIA gonna do about that?
that was actually a big thing, like, a couple months ago. It's actually a really, it could be a big change in the face of gaming because it's no longer owned by, like, the corporations that are just using gaming to drive product to their systems. It's now being run by the people who actually, like, work in the games industry, and it could allow a lot more freedom and a lot less locked crap.
Well,
And-
OpenGL is what everything on Linux runs off of, right?
Yeah.
And
That's right.
Linux is getting pretty
Okay,
big.
that's an
It's
interesting
getting more into
question.
gaming, and I think that's something that'll.
Yeah, Linux is
Steam
trying to
in
get-
general has been trying to get Linux into to gaming, and I think the whole Steam machine, which is like a hybrid.
Because it's a
Steam-
lot less locked down.
the-
It's a lot more open and free. People like that. People don't like having to be restricted by everything.
I think the
Otherwise,
Steam
you'd just be on a
OS is
console.
actually like a hybrid Linux operating system.
Yeah, it is. That's
Well,
exactly what it is.
it's
a
an
modified
open source
Linux.
operating system, is what they said.
Yep.
It'll,
Based
yeah,
on
it'll
Linux.
be a completely
Based
open
on
source
Linux, though.
operating
So.
system. Well, it is Linux, right? I mean, it's just it's a Linux distro.
Well, Linux isn't just like Linux. It's Linux plus a whole bunch of flavors, and the Steam OS will be one of those Linux flavors.
Right, because it's an open distro.
Yeah. Where are these last turkeys? Oh, here they are.
All over the fucking place.
It's all about. On consoles, it's all about holding popular things hostage, and on PC, it's all about opening things up so you can have as much freedom as possible.
Well, that's what they hate, though, is I never understood the argument of how, like, consoles don't have a serious piracy problem. In every
They
country
do.
that's not fucking America and parts of Europe, consoles are not sold without a fucking mod chip in them to play burned discs. Like, it's pretty fucking common. And I mean, even in America now, it's becoming more common. I think especially with the new consoles, when you have these high-priced games, you're going to see the same shit. And they're probably going to have faster mod chips because as you become more like a PC and less like a media box, it becomes that much easier to modify the system settings.
There's one turkey
Uh,
behind the statue.
goddamn.
I got it.
Wow. Actually,
you
OpenGL
should-
is what a lot of emulators used to do.
Laptops are great. Asus laptops are really great. Asus laptops are always great. I would consider getting a desktop before a laptop always, but, you know, laptops have a convenience factor, as do consoles, but I would think it would not be hard to get a laptop that can match the specs of a PlayStation or an Xbox at this point. It might not be $500, but probably in the $700-800 range would be a reasonable expectation for that. I don't know what you guys think about that.
For a gaming laptop?
Well, not a gaming laptop necessarily, because it just has to match the specs. So
But a laptop
an
that
Xbox or
can
PS4.
they can play games, not necessarily, you know, on maximum settings, but can comfortably
Yeah, not
play
max.
games.
Talking low to medium. I would think probably $700 to $800 for a laptop. that could
sub
do that.
800 you would be pretty lucky if you could find one sub 800. Now 800 for a desktop would put you ahead of the current or the next gen consoles.
Easily. I mean, 600 would be a solid
And,
PC.
you know, Black Friday, there's actually some really good computers for $400, $300, even laptops for that matter, on Black Friday. That you,
Yeah, if you can get a Black Friday laptop, I'd say go for it. If not, I'd say it would be better to buy a
Like,
desktop.
there's
or to be able to
laptops that
desktop
are like-
unless you have to have a laptop.
that are normally $1,000 that are going to be on sale for $300-$400 on Black Friday. So I mean, if you got the money or somebody's going to be getting it for you, that is definitely something to look for.
Well, Black Friday, the great myth of Black Friday is that it's great deals. It's clearance deals. It's here's last year's shit that we need to get the fuck rid of because we still have it. And so here it is at a discounted price because we need to get the fuck rid of
It's like a fire
I,
sale.
I,
kind of
think, I
thing.
think there is a lot of
Right.
that, but I mean, there's still a lot of really good deals though too.
Oh,
yeah.
if
that
you're
are fairly
okay
new.
with settling for something that isn't the absolute best.
Yeah, like Walmart's doing that iPad Mini deal where you pay $299 for an iPad Mini and you get a $100 gift card.
Well,
So you're paying $199 for last year's iPad Mini. Yeah, it's a fantastic deal. but
Walmart
it's
also
last year's
has
model.
Battlefield 4 for $25 and Last of
no
Us
one
for
gives a shit.
$25.
That's actually not a good deal because you should be paid to buy Battlefield 4.
Yeah, the game is a shit show.
It's just they just try to push. They're trying to be a Call of Duty and push them out every year, but the game's way too big
It's,
to actually do that. So it's just a piece of crap
Well,
with bugs.
it's
and
actually
the
every
way it
other year
runs
now,
and
but
everything.
yeah. They release it a year.
Battlefield?
Yeah.
You know, you're right about that. Battlefield 3 came out with Origins release, which is 2011.
Yep.
It's just
And then-
with as much
and
stuff
then
as they try to
2012
shove in
was all the
Battlefield, that's not
premium
enough time to
DLC
make it
patches
stable.
they did. Their season pass premium.
Oh, the premium. You mean the shit that should have been in the game from the first day? Yeah.
Well, but they added a lot of stuff with that premium thing.
Oh, don't defend EA. Don't do that.
I'm
Don't
sorry,
defend EA.
but
Don't
it-
see.
I do.
Oh, come on. Oh,
I
I'm
don't
sure
do
you
it.
do.
I don't. Okay, I actually do kind of do it often.
Yeah, you do.
I
You
still like
Fortnite
EA.
the
What can
shit
I
out of
say?
EA.
I still like EA.
Why?
My favorite game series comes from EA.
No, your favorite game series has been tortured and put in a cell in by
I'm
EA.
surprised at how much you support EA with being able to say my favorite game series is from EA. Most people that support a favorite game series would say EA like butchered it and did terrible
Well,
things
see,
to it, and you want to free it from
I actually
EA.
like Dragon Age 2 more than I like Dragon Age 1.
That's fine.
So
I don't
they
blame
haven't
you
butchered
for
it,
that.
in my opinion.
Well,
So-
you haven't seen Dragon Age 3, the Origin exclusive. When we see that, we'll talk about how fucking awful it is.
Well,
But
you know,
they've done.
I can't say that I've played it, but I can say that from what I've seen, my dick's hard, and I can't wait.
Yeah, but you're being a fanboy. You're being a BioWare fanboy.
Oh yeah, always
You gotta
have been,
take
always
your
will
head out
be.
of your ass.
Dragon
Why?
Age was always one of those games that kind of like Vindictus for me. I play it and I think to myself, I should like this game, and I really want to like the game, and I really try to like it, but it feels like something's missing. And I just can't really get into it.
I mean,
don't know
I
what
was-
the hell it is.
I was never a fan of Mass Effect until Mass Effect 3 came out, and I played through Mass Effect 1 and 2 and was like, oh, this Mass Effect 1 I liked, Mass Effect 2 was like, oh, this is alright, this ain't that great. They changed a lot of stuff from 1 that I liked, and then I played 3, and I loved 3. I liked Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3 was my favorite of the 3 Mass Effect games, and most people you talk to that have played it actually, it's the worst one, and absolutely garbage.
Well, that's because
blah,
of the
blah, blah.
ending. It's not
But-
because the game's actually better or worse. It's just the ending left such a bad taste in people's mouth.
I don't know. I could only really get into Mass Effect 2. When I first started playing 3, I kind of just didn't click, you know.
Mass Effect 1, I like Mass Effect 1 because it actually felt like an RPG. Mass Effect 2 just felt like an action game dialogue.
I tried to play Mass Effect 2. I played a couple hours of I played probably like 6 hours of Mass Effect 1. I thought it was okay.
And then Mass Effect 3 to
Second
me
time I
felt
tried
like
to
they
play
were
it.
trying to do an in-between of 1 and 2, which I was okay with, because the combat and stuff they did with 2 was much better. It was a really good improvement.
I don't know. I don't give a shit about Mass Effect 3 because really what it was a marketing ploy to get you to use a service that I didn't want to use.
You mean kind of like what Google's trying to do now with Google Plus and
No, Google
forcing it
Plus-
onto YouTube?
Oh, don't it? Oh man, the shit
Yeah.
they're doing with Google Plus right now is a fucking insult. Like, get the fuck out of here.
It's
Just
not
get
even
the
a good
fuck outta
service,
here.
and no one wants to use it anyway, and it's being forced on you wholesale. It's
I think
like
it's
the
funny
way-
how you're saying Google
Oh.
Plus is a bad service, yet we're using Google
Yeah,
Hangout through Google
we're using
Plus right
Hangouts.
now.
Hey, Google
it's-
Hangouts is I like Google Hangouts. I have nothing against Google Hangouts. I don't.
I
like
really
Google
don't like
Plus.
Google
I don't
Plus.
I like
really Google
Gmail.
Plus,
I like
but-
Gmail, and I love Gmail, and I love Google
Yeah,
Hangouts.
Gmail's been around for ages, though. It wasn't part of Google Plus until they tried to integrate it.
But they've never taken my Gmail account. Well, actually, I don't like how they try to integrate your Gmail account, so you have to have your name linked to a Google Plus account. That's annoying too. If you have a great service, why do you need to like force your other services on top of it?
I just don't like the way it works. Like, it's really, the layout is weird, and you have to do too many clicks to get to really simple things.
But why should I go to an external site to comment on a YouTube video? That's the real question.
Yeah, I don't
And
get
why
that
do I
either.
want
You
my
have to-
real name?
YouTube,
Why
you
do
have
I
to
want to
leave
comment on my
YouTube.
real name? Like, there's no reason to.
I just don't get the idea behind having to leave YouTube, do all this stuff through the other thing, and then come back to YouTube.
Right. Integrate it. If you want to do that, integrate it natively on YouTube to improve the YouTube
Oh,
profile.
we're gonna lose. No.
One,
It's up in the back.
two,
It's on the top. Behind the statue.
top.
Top statue.
Got it.
Get it. Get it. Oh, thank you. Oh my God.
Time remaining 0. Complete.
I
yeah.
don't have anything. I'm not a Google hater. I'm actually kind of a Google fanboy.
I didn't have anything wrong with Google.
I really
until this
like
whole,
Android. I have an
aggressive
Nexus
takeover.
4. I have an Nexus 7. They're both awesome. I don't like that Google wants me to comment on YouTube with my real name because sometimes there's political videos
Yeah,
I watch
I
and
mean,
I want to have an opinion.
More recently, I was trying to set up the YouTube channel and everything for the stream that we do. You know, it was like it was using my real name and I was finding it frustrating. And then I was having all these issues, the uploading videos, and yeah, that was really dumb.
Yeah, I have no problem with Google until they try to do the Google Plus hostile takeover thing, where you just have to use it for everything now. I just really don't like that service at all.
Well, people are moving away from Facebook, not an alarming rate, but I mean, Facebook's growth is starting to heavily diminish because people are starting to figure out privacy might be more important than having fun. So people are moving more to less personal things like, well, I mean, I don't want to say the sexting apps, but the sexting apps are really boosting in popularity, like Kik and Snapchat, because people want that bit of anonymity
Hello, Jake.
Versus-
Happy Thanksgiving.
versus.
Yeah, I was waiting
current
for it to stop saying so I could do that
situations.
too. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a fan of Facebook, and I don't like it when companies try to force their thing on every aspect of everything. So.
Well, basically what YouTube's doing is kind of what EA is doing. It's like, we have this great property, i.e. YouTube. We have this great property that we bought out, and now since we own that, we're going to leverage and coerce you, because we own that, for you to use our other service that you may or may not like. And most people don't like Google+. It's just the truth. And it's not because it's deficient or it's bad, it's just it's not better than Facebook at being Facebook. There's not a great benefit to it unless you want to get a job at Google, in which case it's a great fucking profile to set up because that's what they recruit from. But other than that, there's no real reason to use Google+.
There's nothing really wrong with it as a concept. It's just that they're trying to force you to use it that I don't like.
Yeah, you shouldn't force people to use something they don't want to use, because that'll just make them, like, it's making me hate Google+, because not 6 months ago, I actually deleted all my Google Plus profile information because I didn't want it out there, and now it's all back because of fucking YouTube and Gmail. It's like I never deleted it in the first place. And that's not even getting into the whole NSA scandal about how Google may or may not have been giving backdoor access to the
Prism
government.
shit, yeah.
Okay, so
That's a whole crazy thing in and of itself. Just
Yeah,
like
I
the whole
find-
Connect is spying on you thing. It's like, what?
Actually, I have an article about that because
Yeah.
they just bought out Connect.
Well, no, that was Apple who bought like the original like
Yes.
inventors of it.
From CNN, Apple buys 3D company to help make Connect. Uh-oh.
I don't see a problem with that. Apple's awesome.
Yeah, I mean they're probably just gonna try to integrate
By what
like the
metric?
voice commands. That's what I'd
Apple
assume,
has
at
bought a
least.
3D sensor company to help build Microsoft's motion control system Connect's stirring curiosity about what the tech giant might be up for its closed doors. PrimeSense is an Israel-based company that specializes in sensors and lets users interact with mobile devices like tablets and smartphones by waving their hands. So yeah, it sounds like Apple's going to move into more gesture stuff. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the MacBook, but depending on how many fingers you use, it impacts what you do. So you can do a one-finger swipe might be refresh, whereas a two-finger swipe will go to a new window. 3 fingers will like scroll. And 4 fingers does something different. It's very interesting how intense their touchpad software is on the MacBook Pros.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine them like moving that towards a visual.
It took a
thing,
while
though,
to get
because-
used to it. It was very frustrating at first.
Yeah, I feel like most people just stick with that though instead of
Holy
taking their
shit,
hands off their
look at all of
keyboards to move around on the webcam. You know.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of motion control or touchscreen stuff. It just seems so inaccurate and extra effort compared to the typical stuff
But what
that
if
we've
it
already
was
been
effective,
using.
though? Wouldn't it be great to be able to... I don't know. It's kind of like sign language. Like,
I
it
mean,
seems
I'm
like
all
it's
for
complex, but
the
once you get
progression
used
of
to
VR stuff, because like the Oculus Rift, if that becomes like a mainstream thing,
it will.
it's like, woo, that's some good stuff. That's why I want that.
But combine the Oculus with, instead of a controller, you have motion
Yeah, if you
controls
actually
with your
like
fingers, your
did
gestures.
VR with the movement instead of holding a controller while doing the VR, yeah, that would be fantastic. Assuming it actually worked properly. The most frustrating thing for me is like, oh, this motion stuff is so great, it enhances the experience, and I'm sitting there, move, like sweep to the right.
Oh, you mean Red Steel? You
Move
mean
to
the
the
Red
right.
Steel syndrome?
And it's not doing it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the idea of Kinect a lot, except for the whole dick seeing thing, because I have a small dick. But if you take away the dick seeing thing,
I mean, if they want to see my grayscale, non-textured dick, feel free.
well, there's
That's
plenty
your
of
thing.
texture. They get all the texture.
Oh, okay.
Don't get it twisted. They get all the textures.
They
Yeah,
get
1080p
all the texture.
They get all the textures.
If looking at the dick of grays is their thing, I mean, everyone has their fetish.
Hey, man. It starts with that, and then it evolves into
The anatomy
something
in
more
gray.
intense.
Uh.
Well, you see, Instagram, James, I think is going to go to the wayside because of Snapchat and
I thought Instagram was just for chicks.
no. Well, everything's for chicks, but people get on it because chicks like it.
Oh.
Instagram is like too public. It's going to go to these one-to-one chat services because sexting is the big thing. Sex makes everything go around. If it can be
Pretty
used
much.
for sexting, that's what's going to be the new thing. It's going to be ultra-private services, I think, are going to be the new social media.
I mean, like how the people are already streaming nude shit through the PS4.
It wasn't nude shit. It was more like date rape. It was
Yeah.
more like, yeah, I'm date raping my fucking wife right now. Sorry.
Is that even, like, if you went up in court and said, my husband date raped me, like, is that even their...
Well,
You're married.
he wasn't touching her. He was just taking her clothes off. So I'm not actually sure if he's committing a crime because they are married. So that actually confused the shit out of me.
Yeah,
Whether or not
and
he
they
actually
were in
broke
the
any law.
playroom.
Yeah, it wasn't like...
Playroom.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like he was like fingering her or anything, or actually like doing anything while she was asleep. He was just like taking her clothes off, which I actually don't know if that's a crime, especially since they're married.
She's hot.
And
I'd
so,
do her.
You
the whole
would do a
thing's little
duck
strange.
if it had a big enough vagina.
Would you do a turkey if it had a big enough vagina?
I'm not into animals. Okay. Get there. I would never have sex with an animal.
Never.
Never.
What if you were a sheep
What if it was
and
that
another
other-
sheep? Would you fuck
Japanese-
another sheep?
No, I'd still
All
be
right,
I'd
get
still
on
be into
it.
chicks.
Get on it. We got 100 turkeys to go. We have 30 seconds, so
Yeah,
get on that shit.
we're
Yeah, and I
failing
died
this.
like 4 rounds ago.
We're failing this.
Maybe not. Yeah, we're. Oh, fuck, we're in
No,
trouble.
we don't stand a chance.
Fucking.
I
hate
swap
this
to a
goddamn
better character.
Yes.
This slow ass fucking melee character is no bueno.
Find a big room. Find all of them.
No!
We're on the final wave, 20 turkeys away.
Okay, so recently there have been a lot of crafting games coming out, like
Crafting.
Terraria and Minecraft, where building
2 years
and
ago, 4
crafting,
years ago.
and now there's a lot of them coming out, like handfuls of them at a time. And recently there was the game Vox that came out on Steam. It's been out for a while in early access, and they actually added it to early access on Steam. It's been in a bundle before. There's all these voxel games coming out or are out. Minecraft, and then there's games like Terraria, Edge of Space, and soon to be Starbound. Recently, Treon Worlds, the developer of Defiance and Rift, announced a game called Trove, and it looks like it's going to be like a MMO style Minecraft game. What is your guys' opinion of the voxel games, Minecraft games, and just general these kind of games?
I think that it's another bandwagon, and more often than not, those kinds of graphics aren't a style, and they don't bring anything to the game that couldn't be done in other ways. It's just an excuse to get away with not putting any graphics budget.
See, now I've seen some of the games, like Minecraft is actually extremely simple graphically wise, but then Vox, like the Vox actually is actually a pretty game considering the fact that it's all blocks. One block is actually a million little blocks, and when you break them apart, it looks really good.
There's a difference between like having it actually be like the main mechanic part of the game, where it's actually like integral to the way it functions, and doing it just for the sake of doing it. And that's an important distinction.
Eric, what do you think?
Like Cube World, like I don't know, like Cube World is kind of a neat game, but I don't know if it, like, there's not really a reason for it to be voxely, except that's an in thing.
I mean, it's not like voxels were just created; they've been around for a while.
Do you want to stick to your?
Do
Do you want to stick to your summoner, or do you want to swap?
I'll swap, but I'll have to create a new character.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just stick with
You're
that.
not gonna make me play that fucking turkey shit again,
Just
are
stick with
you?
that one. Yes, I am. We gotta finish it at least once. If you
Oh,
want to take the difficulty down,
I can't,
that's
like-
fine, but we need to finish it at least once.
Dude,
Fuck this shit.
Elliot, take the difficulty down.
Why?
We want to finish it
increase
at
the
least once
difficulty?
before. Yes, he did.
You increased
We want to finish it at least once before it's over. So
Yeah, but you're not a slow character now. We should be good.
whatever.
You increased it to nightmare, didn't you?
No, I just did insane.
Jeez Louise.
It's gonna be harder now.
Yeah. No, actually, it's not.
okay, so-
I don't think it scales that much. I think the scaling is not the turkeys; it's your lives.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so Eric, back to what you were saying. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, it's not like voxel is a new technology. It's just like with games like Minecraft and Cube World and all that shit. It's kind of getting into the, like, I don't know, like Elliot was saying.
It's just kind of a fad.
Yeah, like, even with the new EverQuest, they're using, like, voxels for, like, the play, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
The EverQuest Next is a voxel game. But I mean, to be more specifically, I'm talking about the build destroy kind of game, crafting and exploring.
oh yeah, I mean, those games are fucking dumb. Like-
Those games are fucking dumb. Well, there you have it.
Like, I mean, they're fun for, like an hour or so,
Those games are fucking dumb.
but like, seriously, if you're
Meanwhile,
gonna
these
play
people
this for
played
more than
Gary's
5
mod for
hours,
the last, what, 7 years, and
Jesus
that's all they
Christ.
play. Holy shit.
Well, Gary's mod isn't a. Gary's mod is kind of a do whatever the fuck you want. It's not.
yeah,
Same
Gary's mod is fun.
concept.
There's a lot more things you can do in Gary's mod than you can do in Minecraft.
True.
I mean, technically, there's like unlimited things to do in both games, but
Well,
one is
except
just,
that
like, a
Gary's
bad
mod
game.
actually has like a real engine that was used to make real games underneath it, whereas Minecraft at all is a derivative of the build or the survival mode. Gary's mod, people have created like entirely new games out of it.
Jesus Christ. I'm literally just dead. Okay, I guess I'll just sit here again for another 10 minutes.
I mean, this holiday DLC is easily the best they've ever made. There's nothing wrong with it. It is
Yeah.
flawless. 10 out of 10, legendary.
We'll get to that.
Dude, there are like 30
That's not
dudes
the last
chasing you
episode of the
around.
show before you give your opinion on this piece of shit. Oh,
Hey,
my
hey,
Christ.
hey, you jumped the gun a little, man.
I don't review games. It's cool. It's cool, bro.
Well, see,
I don't know, man. Like
I've
I
never
like
really-
the idea of
Yeah.
creating content for your games. Like I really like what Rust is doing, and I really like Terraria. I never really got into Minecraft because I felt like there weren't any goals. But I feel like other games, if there's some other element, and I think the idea of Rust that the main element is PvP, I think that's kind of ingenious to be like, well, it's not that you just have to build and create. You have to build and create and outsmart the next guy down the road who wants to fucking murder you while you're not even playing the fucking game. Like, I think that's kind of ingenious.
Another problem I have with that game is not necessarily the whole voxel build and destroy / whatever. It's like the process of MMOification, I guess you could call it. I have a lot of problems with MMOs as a genre in general, and just taking a game that exists fine already in one particular environment and turning it into an MMO just kind of irks me. Because there's nothing that making it an MMO would do for like fundamentally change or benefit the game that would be any different from having like community dedicated servers where a whole bunch of people play on anyway.
No, what
And yet it gives them
specifically
an
elements
excuse.
of build and destroy games are like MMOs?
But it gives them an excuse to like do microtransactions.
Well,
and
yeah,
charge for
well,
a bunch of extra crap.
Trove being my whole reason of bringing it up is they announced Trove, and like they're making it sound like it's something brand new that has never been heard of before. Build your own worlds, and then they're giving. Now I don't know if this is something they're going to be doing in the game in general or just for early supporters, but there's something. If you were to buy the game right now, you get something called supporter credits.
Called muting.
Called supporter credits.
Just what?
I don't know. I'm
Oh, okay. That's great.
most usually in these cases it's some kind of item mall currency. Like, where would item mall currency fit into a game like Minecraft or Trove? Like,
What
are
is
you-
item all currency?
Like, microtransactions, they have the store where they charge you for a whole bunch of crap.
Right?
well, that's an item mall. It's a currency.
That's called
specific-
item all.
Yeah.
Well, it can be.
microtransactions.
Like, there's a bunch of different names for it.
Is it item mall or is it item all?
Item mall.
Okay, item mall. So it's just like a microtransaction.
Yes.
store.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
li-
That's
yeah.
exactly what it is. I mean,
It's
are
just
they
an
going to
in-game
have
store.
you like skins for your characters? Or are they going to have tile sets or something in there to build your worlds? Like, we were talking not too long ago. We were playing on our Free to Play Friday
Oh,
show,
Jesus!
talking about his idea. What's his name? Is Peter Molyneux? I think that was his name. His idea about
Peter Molyneux.
the DLC
The
box.
$10,000 pickaxe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of doing that with that, what's that new space game coming out?
Star Citizen?
Yeah, Star Citizen. They have like $1,000 ships for sale, and it's not even released yet.
Awesome.
Like,
Because that's just what America needs.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's the world.
they're raising about $1 million a day now, or every other day. They were up to 31,
Crazy.
almost $32 million the last time I checked.
What?
Wow. Well,
Now the guy that's
I don't know.
making it is the original creator of Wing Commander.
that's probably why everyone's like, "Oh, I remember this game from 20 years ago. It's gonna be amazing now that they're making a new game."
Yeah, all the kids
And it
are
almost
like,
never is.
all the kids who never fucking heard of it are talking about how great it was back then. It's like, no, dude, you're fucking 15
I
years old.
played it, and
You don't
I
even
liked
fucking
it
know
then,
that.
and I recently tried touching it again, and I literally wanted to put my head at a refrigerator door and slam it repeatedly.
That's how I feel whenever someone says the first Resident Evil is a good game, but that's just me.
There's a lot of games that I used to like, and I'm pretty sure if I tried playing them now, it would drive me insane. Ruin a good memory that I should just never try to bring back ever again.
But you see, what I don't get is, like, if I tried to play the first Ratchet and Clank, it would still be a fucking amazing game. I don't understand. Or, you know what, I'll even go back farther. If I try to play the first Spyro the Dragon, it's still a fucking fantastic game. I don't understand why people want to talk shit about, like, how great Resident Evil is, when it's like, Resident Evil is not that fucking fun to play. It's not good.
Well, that part's just a matter of perspective, really.
No, Resident Evil sucks. Like, the first Resident Evil is a shitty game. Objectively. Wow. This is not going well.
Yeah, because everyone else is dead.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh, you guys are all dead?
Yeah, someone turned a corner with like 20 of the dudes on me and got me clipped into the wall, so I couldn't escape.
Yeah, like
I was
this
doing
isn't fun.
fine, and then just all of a sudden it was just a wall of dudes, and I couldn't move. I got
I'm being
body
killed
blocked.
by
I'm dead.
Indians, so I'm dead now.
Yeah.
Fuck this DLC.
Put it on easy so we can just rush through it. Finish it once. Jesus.
No, now we're doing a nightmare.
Fuck
You guys ever
you.
played The Last you guys ever played The Last of Us? I don't even know what that is.
The
I
Last of
haven't
Us.
played it, but I've heard of it. It's a
No.
PS3. I played,
It's something
like,
that
a
I'm
minute
looking to
of it.
pick up on Black Friday for $25.
I don't know. I like the Uncharted games better.
It's supposedly the game that is going to that people seem to think will actually get Game of the Year in the Video Game Awards. You know,
But I
those
mean-
awards that
I don't know.
OJ loves so
Oh,
dearly.
Game of the Year award. Ooh, that's not paid for by commercials at all.
You know, PC Game of the Year is
Ooh.
obviously going to be Gone Home.
Oh my god, I hope so. I hope PC Game of the Year goes to Gone Home. It deserves it. You know why it would be great if Gone Home got PC Game of the Year? Just so BioShock Infinite, with all of its goddamn commercials, doesn't get Game of the Year.
Start. We're on a time.
No, it'll be Big Bad Wolf again. Or not, the Telltale game, whatever the fuck it's called, the new one.
It's not even in the list.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even know what that's called.
No, it'd be Walking
pretty
Dead
dumb,
Season
though.
2. Wolf Among Us.
The Wolf
Yeah,
Among Us is
that's
really
right.
cool.
Yeah, it is, actually. I like it way more than I liked Walking Dead.
Did you play The Walking Dead?
Yes.
All 5 episodes?
It's because I hate zombies. It's so tired. I don't care how good the writing is. I just
It's
can't
not
get
really
interested.
about the zombies, though.
I know it's not, but it doesn't matter because it's there. It's like an ever-present
He's being a
thing.
hipster, you know. If it's something popular, he has to hate on it.
I love
Like,
zombies.
oh
I
my
hated
god!
No,
like,
I just-
that is
Clementine.
It's
so
not even
cliche.
about-
I hate
Hey.
Clementine.
Zombies
Oh
is
yeah,
so
we want to
tired.
talk Clementine. Clementine needs to fucking
Jesus.
die. The fact that Clementine is the main character of The Walking
She
Dead
is.
Season 2, they should just not release the fucking
She is.
game.
Yeah.
No, well, I'm hoping that's a rope-a-dope and they kill her in the first episode. That's what I'm hoping
yeah.
happens. I hope
It's
in the
like,
first
hey,
5
little
minutes.
girl, I'm gonna
Yeah,
deep
like
fry
she
you
just
and
gets
eat
fucking.
your
She
bones.
gets her head. Yeah, she's running from a fucking child rapist, and she gets her head chopped off, or a zombie eats
That's
her. or
fucked
something.
up.
Well,
That's
that's
fucked
what
up,
would
man.
happen. That's what would
You-
happen.
you
If
need to
think
get
a
looked
fucking
at,
8-year-old
dude.
is gonna survive the zombie apocalypse. Get the fuck out of here.
But she's strong.
Come on.
She cut her hair. She's gonna
Seriously?
live.
No, she's not.
She's gonna
die, but not because of the zombies. It's
she's
be
gonna
pretty
live
awful.
because she cut her hair.
Yeah, she cut her hair. The homeless guy said, "Cut your hair." That's the only shit I hated about the fucking Walking Dead. That and episode 5, where the guy apparently risked life and limb to get revenge on the people who stole a sweatshirt and some canned food. Wow. They travel across the country because they stole a sweatshirt and some fucking canned food. And you know this guy Lee's name somehow? And he didn't rape Clementine? Like, come on. Like, let's be real here.
Well,
Let's-
I
come
mean, like, what is with you and rape, man? Seriously, like,
on.
You
Alright,
should see
well,
some of the movies he showed me.
I just think if you want to portray the world as scary and awful as The Walking Dead does, you need to acknowledge the fact that people are rapists. And in fact, in the Walking Dead comics, Carl almost gets raped at least once. I believe the line is, rape the boy in front of the father, I believe is the line.
Huh?
And they start to rip off Carl's pants, and then Rick shoots the guys in the head or something. It's pretty fucked up. Kill the father, rape the boy, something like that.
Well, okay then.
I'm gonna
No,
butter-
I'm just saying, like, the
gonna
whole
butter
point of
your
The Walking Dead
bread.
is that it's a bleak existence, and that when there's no rules, people become awful, horrible, like, Lord of the Flies-like creatures.
Yeah, no.
And apparently Clementine survives all that?
I actually
come on.
completely agree with you. If you're
Come
going
on.
to go for like a style, if you're going to go for like a certain setting, go all the way. Don't pussy out and like limit it because it may offend someone. If you're going to do something, do it all the way.
I'm fine with Lee dying. In fact, I think it's awesome that at the end of The Walking Dead, Lee's dead. I think that's kind of brilliant to say, fuck, you know, how much better could you do it than we'll kill the fucking main character.
He obviously
kill you.
wasn't the real main character.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
the
an
other thing.
illusion
It's
of the
like,
main character.
by killing Lee, you make Clementine the main character, the fucking character who literally does nothing. She is just
She
acted
hands Lee a
on.
gun in one of the episodes. She climbs through a vent and saves the day.
No, what she is she's an anchor to humanity. It keeps the guy like sane and normal and not turning into a crazed person.
Right, so you're saying everyone, when they see the 8-year-old girl, suddenly says, you know what, maybe we are being a little wild.
No, that's not the way it works. They need to
They
let-
go,
they
okay,
need to
let's
stay with
rape
them
the
for a long
8-year-old, or
time.
let's eat the 8-year-old.
It's because they spent a lot of time together. That's why, not because she's an 8-year-old.
Not to mention, Lee is a murderer. I
Rip
don't know
the
if anyone
flesh
forgot
from the
that
bone.
part. He's
Suck
kind of a
the
murderer.
arrow. Eat the flesh from
Yeah,
the
everyone
bone.
forgets about that part.
I mean, the fucking intro of Lee is that he fucking murdered somebody. He murdered his wife and her lover, I believe, is the implication.
Yeah.
I wonder why they never fully cleared that up.
Because it fucking... If Lee
Mysterious.
was distinctly a murderer, it wouldn't make any goddamn sense. Why is he murdering his wife? Now he wants to fucking take care of an 8-year-old girl? It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Oh, that's for retribution.
Well, he actually never denied doing it. So, at any point,
he never admitted doing it either.
Yeah.
There's no clarification whatsoever, and
That's a
maybe
mistake
good
a lot
thing.
of people make. Just because you don't say anything is not an admission of guilt.
In fact, the cop says you probably didn't do it, but that doesn't mean someone else did it. It sounds like most likely Lee did fucking kill his wife and the other guy. Whether it was intentional or not, or accidental or whatever the fuck, he probably did. It doesn't fucking matter.
Okay, guys. So, most of us have played quite a bit of Dungeon Defenders, and me and Free Kill got it around the time it came out. And most of
Goddamn it,
us
fix
who
your
are playing it, most of us who are playing Dungeon Defenders also have all of the DLC. This is that point in the show where I'm going to ask each one of you your opinion on Dungeon Defenders, and if you want to rate it.
Oh, you're doing this timed thing. We're not just going
Feel
until
free.
wherever we feel like.
Now, we will finish the level, or you know, we'll either fail this level, but this will be the last time through. Either way, so
It's not easy, we'll finish it.
I'm going to ask you, each one of you, one at a time, what is your rating and what is your opinion of Dungeon Defenders? And this DLC is also, is separate. But so let's go with our guest first, the bitch, Eric. What is your opinion of Dungeon Defenders? What would you rate Dungeon Defenders?
The game is pretty good. Probably 4 out of 5. DLC 1 out of 5. This DLC is awful. Like I'm crying.
His soul's been crushed.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, we'll go with our stand-in hobo, aka also our second guest, Free Kill, or Dr. Dickhead, as he is now being called.
Well, Dungeon Defenders is a game we've played for a while, and we were really excited before it came out, and at the time it was something unlike anything else, and it still kind of is. I personally like Orcs Must Die better, because I think it's a much more polished and active and just well-designed game. However, Orcs Must Die does not have the multiplayer progression component that this has. This has much more of the RPG of like leveling up and building your character and getting costumes and weapons and pets and stuff. So, as a game, besides some ridiculous grinding and weird like gimmick builds you have to do to get through to the next tier of difficulty, like from insane to nightmare, you have to do some really bullshitty stuff and a lot of grinding. But other than that, I think it's a pretty great game. This DLC, however, is a piece of shit. I wish it would die.
Okay, so you want to give the game a rating at all?
And 8
Out of 10?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Because like it has some fundamental flaws, but it's definitely something you should try at least once, because there's not very many other things like it.
Alrighty.
Definitely a friends game, though. Soloing, no. No. Friends.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, moving on to Sweet Creeper, aka OJ. Opinions of
Hi.
Dungeon Defenders and your... if you could call it a rating.
I rate games the most effective way.
The most effective
clear
way,
possible.
yes. Alright, let's
The
have
most
it.
clear way possible. I fucking love cell shading. I think every game should be cell shaded. Even if they want to go for photorealism, they should still cell shade it. I just think cell shading is fucking amazing. I don't know why it never really fell into favor. There's not enough games that
You
are cell
don't play enough
shaded.
Japanese games, bro.
Yeah, well, that might be it. Maybe in the American market, at least, there's not enough cel-shaded games. We got like Wind Waker, 13, and Borderlands, and this. Like, that's it. Like, nothing else is cel-shaded. We need more cel-shading.
You would like the Tales series.
I agree with what you said about Orcs Must Die. I think Orcs Must Die is grittier, and I feel like traps and all the stuff is a lot more fluid. I think Sanctum is a lot prettier to watch the towers actually do their bidding, and it feels like the towers have a lot more meat to them than they do in this game. I do like that when the DLCs came out for this game, a lot of them were free if you already own the game.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
a
think
good
that
point.
It was a really great
For like a
way
month
to-
after they came out, you could just grab them and didn't have to pay for them.
Right, and then they made them pay to play if you bought the game afterwards, whereas most games will do the opposite, where DLC will be expensive on launch and will not give a discount to people who own it, but if you buy Game of the Year edition later, you get discounted, whereas this was, hey, the Valentine's DLC came out on Valentine's Day, and if you activate it in the next 2 weeks to 4 weeks, and you own the game, you get it for free. And the Turkey DLC, I know for a fact, was free when it launched, and it was free for a couple weeks. And I like the idea of them actually supporting a game with seasonal content and DLC way after release. I think they're releasing DLC for about almost 2 years post-launch. That being said, not all the DLCs were up to par. Some of the DLCs were experimental and kind of lame, but again, they were rewarding people who supported their game, and I think that the developers really did respect the fan base. If you're just talking about the base game, I think it's, in the genre, it's probably the best tower defense, third-person multiplayer game there is, if there's anything that even competes with that besides Orcs Must Die. But other than that, I mean, you know, if you try and play the DLC, there's a lot of bugs with the new enemies and shit. Had to rate Dungeon Defenders. The base game
Here it comes.
is Fire Hot Cherry Pie. Fire oven made cherry fire coal fire oven made cherry pie. DLC Dungeon Defenders. Shoe fly pie fried over dog shit.
Mmm. Can I just have
That's
that
all
all
I have
in
to
mixed
say.
together, right? Mmm.
That's all I have to say.
Okay. My turn. Okay. When I first saw Dungeon Defenders, I wanted the game. I don't like. I've played so many different tower defense games that I was getting bored of them, and I couldn't wait to play Dungeon Defenders because I love. I love loot. I love loot. It's a way to add content to a game without actually doing it, and it's illusion of content, but in some cases it's fun. In some cases it's just garbage. In this game, the only thing that I feel like it doesn't do well is character build variety, and I think that's the one thing that makes Orcs Must Die a little bit better. Is there's just so many different traps that you can use and build for your character. Where in this game, there's like 9 or 10 characters, but each character only has 4 towers if they have towers at all.
It's either physical or build, and that's it.
And then you either use a sword or you use a ranged weapon. So I mean, it's pretty limited. It's mostly all appearance based, maybe a couple projectile differences, but the melee weapons are pretty much all the same. There are a lot of different DLCs, and there is quite a bit of different like level variety, and that actually changes also based on your difficulty setting, kind of. Like different mobs will spawn or load, and there'll be extra like elites or might have abilities and stuff like that. So
the stage design is actually pretty impressive.
It can be pretty fun. The DLC, this specific DLC is dog shit. It is one of the worst DLCs I've ever played in a game, but I didn't have to pay for it, so it's automatically better than most DLCs because it was free. Free is always good. Well, okay, not always, but most of the time.
I actually really liked the Halloween DLC because that was the first time I did the costumes,
really
and the map was really cool.
Both Halloweens are really good.
Yes, and I also think it was one of the first actual free DLCs too, if I remember right.
Yeah.
My rating for Dungeon Defenders is a 8 out of 10. Same as Freako. Now, there's the Eternia Shards DLC, and I actually that was like kind of like their season pass basically. You could buy all the Eternia Shards as a pack together, and the Eternia Shards actually add quite a bit of content, like a lot. And there's tons of new different mobs that it adds to the game, tons of new weapon styles, tons of new levels and game mechanics.
And tiers of loot.
The Crystalline Dimension, which is like one of the end-game, if not the end-game level, adds so many new types of mechanics to the game. It's ridiculously hard. It's just fun.
It's like boss rush, yeah? If I remember correctly.
It kind of is, but not really.
Or there's a boss
10
rush
million
on it.
entry points and fucking so many crystals.
There's a boss rush challenge on
If you've not played Dungeon Defenders, if you haven't picked up Dungeon Defenders, and you literally just like playing a game where you can go into a game and mindlessly kill stuff, or you like even playing a little bit of a strategy, Dungeon Defenders is definitely a game to pick out and play. It goes on sale. Yeah, it goes on sale pretty frequently, so you should probably just wait, because it most likely, definitely, absolutely will go on sale during the autumn sale.
If it's not during the fall sale, it will be during the Christmas sale. Like $2.50 or $5 for everything.
And we'll probably be playing it again in the future, hopefully with one of the Dungeons & Defenders developers. When that happens, we'll make sure to let everybody know. Where we chose this game because it had a Thanksgiving DLC. We want to do something special. It's something we're going to do, kind of every holiday if we can. And which, if we have to fall back to,
may not.
We can always fall back to Dungeon Defenders every holiday because there's a DLC for pretty much every single holiday.
Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, President's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, 2 Halloweens, and there's another one, I think.
Is there?
I think so. Probably another one, but that's a lot, as is.
I give the game
it's like 6
an 8 out
holiday
of 10.
DLCs.
Pick up the complete Dungeon Defenders complete when you get a chance.
You really need to remember to fix your tappity tap mic mute thing.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing with that they can hear me still. You can't. But Dungeon Defenders, great game. Thumbs up. DLC. If you don't get the complete pack, don't waste your time getting the holiday DLCs, except for maybe the Halloween one. The Halloween one's actually pretty good, and the skins you get for it's good. The rest are pretty much
The
just
Christmas one's good too, actually.
Yeah, the Christmas one's good.
If you get the
Are you serious?
get the complete pack is definitely worth the amount of money you're gonna spend. It's probably gonna be $3.75, $5 for the complete pack when it does go on sale.
You know, maybe I'm the asshole here. I wasn't that huge of a fan of the Eternia Shards DLC.
Well, it's like an expansion pack for the game.
I just didn't think it was that great. Like, I thought it was
I loved
actually
it.
annoying. You love it?
Well, I thought it was great until the Sky one, and then
Yeah,
when
the
they
Sky
added
one
flying
was
enemies,
bullshit.
it just broke all of the mechanics of the game.
I like the Eternia Shard stuff more than I like the rest of the game.
I disagree with that. I really like I think the castle is such a great
And
final boss fight. The dragon.
the Summoner
And
was really cool too. That's
Oh
one
yeah,
of the
there
DLC
are
characters.
actual like legitimate boss fights in the game. It's not all just this.
It's like
bullshit
every
where you
third or
build
fourth
towers
level
and
is a boss
defend.
fight.
Yeah.
I like the underwater level. I wasn't a huge fan of the Jinn boss. I guess I don't really think it's fair to add like 5 different types of enemies and raise the difficulty level up like that. To not add them to the game. The only equivalent I could think of is like Payday. If Payday decided, hey, we're only gonna have cloakers if you play on hard, for the hardest difficulty. So I always thought that was kind of unfair how they add spiders and Jinn and Sharkin, all that only on Nightmare, even though it's in the DLC. I thought that just...
Well, it's on the specific areas they come from, but they're only on all of the other areas when it's on Nightmare.
which I don't think is fair.
Yeah.
I just don't find that to be fair. I mean, maybe it is fair because it's Nightmare. It's supposed to be the hardest difficulty, and Nightmare is a huge pain in the ass. There's no doubt that it is fucking hard. I just don't dig it. I think it's kind of a dick move.
Because the game was, people talked about how the game was really easy before, and so I mean they made they made a challenge for those people that thought otherwise.
Well, yeah, but the problem with trying to do that is you run into issues like goblin copters don't really obey the rules of physics, or
Fuck physics.
well, collision detection, things like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I think it's funny when you see a goblin copter bringing a big ass ogre down on top of you, flying through your walls.
I don't think it's funny.
First,
I think
once it kills all your shit, because one happened, it's not funny after the third time, but I still have fun with it. I still like it a lot.
I did
My
think the
biggest
first one
problem
was
with
pretty
it
fucking badass, though.
is one sort of the difficulty curve. You gotta do a lot of grinding to get from like tier to tier, and also the fact that
Well, not really. It's only the last fucking. It's only fucking
I meant the
Nightmare.
tiers of equipment within Nightmare, not from like
Yeah.
Insane.
Oh
to
yeah.
Nightmare.
Like the original game is so well balanced, and I think that's why I hate Nightmare so much. Is it's tacked on, and it just doesn't really. It's so.
It's like every.
It's
what,
like non
4 to 8
sequitur
level?
to the rest of the game. It's so fucking.
How many
above.
level gaps are there between like each level of gear? It's like 4, 8.
It's 70 to 74 is basically the huge grind to get to the first level of Nightmare gear, and then from there I
74
think
to
it's,
80, and then from 80 to
Oh.
85, and then some shit like that.
what a pain in the ass.
I thought that was really weirdly designed.
Well, I mean, what do you do? I mean, they already designed the game for 4 difficulties before that, and then they add this 5th difficulty, and it's. I don't think it broke the game. It's just annoying. It kind of fucks you.
And then
But beyond that, like a little bit, the other major problem I had with the game is just the way, I guess, stage loss works. You'll be in here for like 2 hours working on a level, and you'll lose in the last 30 seconds of the final wave,
Okay.
and you'll have to spend the whole 2 hours again. There's no like checkpoints. There's no.
Oh yeah,
Whatever.
or and this is a Steam issue, not necessarily a Dungeon Defenders issue. Steam loses connection for half a second Bam,
Everyone
you're
get
gone.
kicked out. Yeah.
You're kicked. You're
Yeah,
kicked.
here's the big
Sorry,
badass
start
turkey.
over, fuckface.
I'm gonna eat
There
you.
is our turkey friend.
Give me some of that turkey breast, and boom goes the
And
dynamite.
turkey's dead. Wow.
That's what happens when you play on medium difficulty.
Yeah, well, there goes the turkey. And that was turkey. I didn't know the turkey
Classic
disappeared like
turkey.
that.
That
He like
was
explodes into a cooked dinner.
the turkey DLC.
Happy
Whatever the fuck it's called.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Wolf Among Us is still way more interesting than Walking Dead.
All right, so
Probably.
we're gonna be ending it here just shortly. Anything do you want to say before we leave? Eric, go.
Go what?
Okay, there's that.
What?
Do you have, Eric, do you have
Shout out.
anything you want to plug or any final comments or anything like that?
Not really. You can just like check me out in real life if you want.
That's what
Alright.
he's talking about. Plug your thing that you do.
Yeah, just like look up Sundown on YouTube eventually once we start releasing videos.
Sundown.
Sundown. Gotcha.
Got it.
Dr. Dickhead.
Got the plug.
Follow me on Twitch at Dude Bro Show, and follow me on Twitter at the same thing. And my YouTube is also the same thing, but I'm not populating that yet. That'll be a future endeavor. But yeah, thanks for watching and all that.
Creeper. OJ.
Well, as always, check out my channel, twitch.tv/sweetcreeper. I do giveaways every 25 followers. Every multiple of 25, I will give away a game. I am streaming Shadow Warrior, Lego Marvel Superheroes right now, and there's a Steam sale right now, so I'm constantly getting new stuff. I like to talk to people, so feel free to add me on Steam. All my contact and social media is on my Twitch page. So if you want to find out more about me, twitch.tv/sweetcreeper. Streaming all the fucking time, almost every day of the week I will be streaming something. Please come in and talk to me and chat. We'll have some fun. That's all.
Yeah, I think all of us are like that. We have a lot of things linked on our Twitch page. So just go there and you'll find your way to everything else.
Yeah,
Okie
that's the way
dokie.
to do it.
Well, I'm Draw. This has been Three Dudes and Their Submissive. You can get all of my information at the bottom. Don't forget, we've also become Green Man Gaming affiliates. There'll be a sale coming
That's
up on
true, too.
Green Man Gaming soon, so if you're looking to buy some games, make sure you buy them by clicking those links first.
Yes, you will give us cash on both my channel and Draw's channel, and that money will be rolled back into the stream for giveaways, better quality mics, etc. Probably giveaways at the start, just to get more followers. Unless you guys really want us to get new mics. But I think right now.
Probably have a webcam next time, so I won't be the loser with the GIF.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Three Dudes and Their Submissive Thanksgiving Special. We're out.
Bye.